Hey guys, Exojet here, and today I have the tutorial for the 3 wide hidden staircase. And if you don't know what this is the smallest 3 wide hidden staircase, and it's a staircase that goes into the ground. I have another video where I just talk about it, and this is the tutorial. So I'll have a link to the original video in the description below, and this was a pretty heavily requested tutorial, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to build it. So first, you're gonna want to know where you want to build it. So I want to build it right here where this block is, and the first thing that you're gonna want to try is to see if that location is one that's going to work with your door, because this door has some issues with like the redstone block over here and how this redstone dust and this block right here work. So you're just gonna have to build something like, place a redstone dust down like this and come under it, place another piston under it, place a block, power the dust, and remove that redstone block that powered the bottom piston. So it should look like this. And if you break this block, if the pistons are like this, that is good. That means you can build your door in that location. And this is actually works in most places, so it's very rare when this doesn't happen. And you'll know when this doesn't happen because the pistons will create something like this. Let's see if this location will do it. Nope, this location's still good. But basically what will happen is, instead of the pistons not going down together like this, they will go down, and your pistons will end up like this when you unpower it. And that's called an instant double, and it's basically you unpower it and the pistons will be like that. And that's not good. It breaks the triple extender. So that's the one problem with this door, is that it works with this, and this isn't too unreliable. Like this, it's not unreliable. It doesn't work everywhere. And so I think the last few 3 wide hidden staircases all had these problems. Like the last smallest one by Tio, I know it had this. So I don't know if there is any 3 wide hidden staircase that doesn't use this. So it's a slight problem with most 3 wide hidden staircases, and there is a fix for it, and that's making a slab here. But my version, that the one that I made over there, it has to be a block because I power the block from below. So if you ever want to build a reliable one that works absolutely everywhere, it should be a slab like this. That should work basically everywhere, but mine does not do that. So you have to make sure it works in your location first, and that's going to save you a lot of work if you don't know why it's not working. It may be this, and so that's pretty important. So we're going to start off with the layout, and just start off with a 3x3 like square of sticky pistons facing upwards like this. Put blocks on top of those, and here you're gonna want pistons like this, like this, with blocks on top of those, I think. Wait, never mind. So just break those, and here you want your stairs. Let me grab some stairs from over here, and these can be any stairs, any kind. And so you place your stairs like this, place pistons like this, and like this, and you can break out those blocks. And I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. It's been a while since I've built this door, so I don't really know. Alright, it's right. So I think I'm doing it right. Oh, no, wait. Move these pistons up 1 row. Haven't built this door in a really long time, so kind of forgetting how to build it, but let's go with that. So it should look like this so far, and then here you want pistons facing upwards like that. Here you want blocks that go there, and blocks that also go there, 3 blocks like that. And now you want regular pistons. Let me grab some regular pistons. And so you put the regular pistons here, 3 of them here, 3 of them here. Oops, don't want to fall into the void. Blocks like this, and 3 blocks, 3 regular pistons there. So it should be like this, and you should do the same thing on this side. So 3 blocks away from this. So count 3 blocks, then count 3 more blocks, then put a block behind those, and put 3 3 regular pistons like this, and you can knock out those blocks and the support block. So do that, and come down 1 and like this. So that's what it should look like. And so what happens is these will fire across like this, like that, and some blocks will be placed here, and the triple extender fires, and this whole bottom part right here will get pushed up, and then on the retraction these will come back like this, and this one as well. Oops, I don't want to break that piston. And these 3 here will get powered, and then you see here there's a staircase going down. And so yeah, so that's the layout, and I'm going to do this with 3 circuits. There's a blue circuit, an orange circuit, and a green circuit. The blue circuit is for the swapping, orange circuit is for the middle and like this double extender part right here, and the green circuit's for the vertical triple extender. And so yeah, the input will be down here. If you dig down all the way down, right from the middle piston down to the bottom here, and the first circuit's going to be blue, but you guys don't have to color your circuits. Now place a torch here, and 2 hoppers like this, just like that, with 5 items in there. 3, 4, 5. Oops, that's 6, 5. And so yeah, that's your input. And there we go. So let's go ahead and place a block, like 2 blocks like that, with a comparator here, and block with a comparator there. So this should swap like that, and right, that's all good. Alright, so that is your basic input there, and let me check if I'm doing this right. Alright, I'm doing this right. So alright, sorry for the odd cut, and I think that might happen a few times because this is a rather large build and I don't do tutorials very often, so I haven't memorized this very well. But from here you want to make a V shape with a redstone in the middle there. Come here, place torches like this, and up, and right now flick the lever so that it's on, and I think that'll solve a few problems. Wait, no, never mind. Let this lever be off like that. And so here you want to place a torch like that, and blocks that go like this. So block up 1 and then down, and then block up 1 and down like that. So here you want to place a 2-tick repeater, 2-tick repeater, and 2-tick repeater. Or never mind, break this last one. That one is not needed. So just that's like that. And for these pistons, you place a repeater here, 2 ticks, and blocks like that. With a repeater on 2 ticks, blocks up like that. Repeater on 2 ticks. And here you want to place a torch on the side and block there. That should power these 3 pistons and that block there, so that's all right. And now I think we can cover. Alright, the other side is a bit more complicated, so here you want to place a block, and I'm already forgetting. Gosh, this is a horrible tutorial, but it's a really large build, like I said before, and it's been like a month since I've built it, so I hope you guys can just excuse that. And this is also my first tutorial that I've done that wasn't in the same video, like the same day that I recorded it. So here you want a torch and 2 4-tick repeaters, a torch, and another torch going up vertically. That should happen. That's good. Now here you want to do this again, like that. And here you want a 2-tick repeater, 2-tick repeater. And here you're going to do something fancy, so you can break that out. Here you want a come here. Oops, no, a dropper should be facing up. Place a dropper facing up. A hopper. Here you want a comparator like this, and a block here. Wait, other way around. So block here, and comparator on top like this. This comparator should feed into the middle piston here, and this comparator here should go up a torch, through a block up a torch like that, and just put one item in here. And so these pistons should not be activated, but place a block there with a redstone dust here, and the item should move up, and those 2 pistons should get fired, and right here, that repeater on 2, and that will power those pistons there. Alright, so part of the swapping should be done, as you can see, and there's a little bit more left to do. So here you want to do the same sort of thing with block, repeater on 2, block here with repeater on 2, and torch with block. And there we go, the swapping part should be good now. Alrighty, so that's so far is pretty normal, that's right. And if you have this, good. Most of the blue circuit is done, so let's continue on. Alrighty, sorry for the odd cut, but now for the orange. And this block here should be orange, I think, so if you're coloring this, just make that there orange. And if you're not, then, like, if you're just building this with dirt, then you don't have to worry about that. So here you place a block and a block down and another block down like that with another block here. Here you want to come down from here and place a redstone dust here with a torch here and 2 hoppers like this and that. So it should be like this. Now just place 1 item in here and 2 redstone dust like that. Wait, this is wrong. The hopper should be here and here like that. And are they pointing the right way? So make sure the 2 hoppers are feeding into each other. Place a item in here, and this redstone dust, this redstone dust should lock that. Now another block there with a repeater on 1 there, and so that should do its thing. Here you want to place a torch and replace it. You can go ahead and reset this block. And here you want to take a comparator output from the hoppers. From there you want to place a block, torch there, torch up, and a block there. And replace those torches because it did spam out some pistons. There we go. And so that should get part of that, the middle row done. Let me check here how I did this. Okay. Alright. So from this block, you want to place a torch there with a repeater there. Then here, come down and do 2 repeaters here, 1 and 2, and now here a block like that. Place torches here and here with block there. Here you want a repeater, block there, and a torch here, and replace that block there. Okay, close to this part being done. So go back to blue wool. If you're color coding it, place a torch above here like this. Place a redstone dust here like this, and here a repeater on, I believe it's 1 tick. Let me check again. Yes, on 1 tick. And so, if I have done everything correctly, that should be the swapping part all done actually. So let's try this. Go ahead and turn the lever, and there we go. So this much should happen, and as you can see here, some blocks will be filled in here through some stuff, and this part right here of the double extender also fires, and if you flick the lever, blocks will go down, swaps, and just this row right here will go up. So that's the swapping and part of the orange, which is the middle. So yeah, now we are going to continue with some more of the orange. Oops, and do not break that there. Go ahead and replace those blocks, and here you want a piston with a piston and a block there with a piston there with a block there. So this is still in orange, and you also want to place a block here with a piston there with a block there. Alright, so these will go ahead and go like this, like that, and that will place the blocks in the middle row. Then this one here will do this, and the double extender will fire, just like that. And the middle row will be clear, but it will have blocks when it needs it. And so yeah, now we're gonna hook up the redstone for this part. Okay, so now we're gonna hook up this part, and how to do that: you place a block here with a redstone dust here, and a 2-tick repeater like right here, 2 ticks. Here you want redstone dust with a block there, and another redstone dust here. Now here you want a 2 blocks like that, and another block here, redstone dust here, repeater on 2 there, repeater on 4 here, and a piston with a block on top there. And so what this does is it's basically a monostable. So if I power this, you can see that is a double piston extender. So if the block was here in the middle, it will double piston extend, and it can be made faster, but the pulse I have going through here has to be a certain speed, so that's why it is 4 and 2 like that. So here you want to place 2 blocks like that, and those are wall blocks, so they should be the color of your wall here. And here you want to place a torch with repeater on 2, repeater on 3, yeah, 3, and another repeater. Well, first place a torch on here to turn off that torch. Now here you want a repeater on 4, so 3 and 4. And so now under here you need a comparator with, go up like this, and here a torch should be placed like that, and that would do some things, that should do some things. Now here you want to come up like that, and right here you want to try to get a piston here with a redstone block on its face, and yes, that's alright. So here you want to place a redstone dust line like this with a torch that I believe just goes straight up like that. And if everything is going correctly, you power this into a double extender and replace this block here. So it should happen if I do something like unpower this piston, and it's getting powered by this torch, so break that torch, and that's not at all what I wanted to do. Let's place that back. If I break the torch, so it does that, and that's completely normal. If you see this, then it's working fine. And that, even though it retracts this block, pistons would have pushed up this block by the time the piston would have tried to grab it, so the blocks would be like this. And if I power the pistons again, like so, you should see, there it is. Fully functional double piston extender thing, just like that. It's really simple, really small, and yeah, so I think that's it for the orange circuit. Everything else is now green circuit. So let's see here what it does. There we go. So that gets those middle blocks. We haven't powered that piston, so there's no block here yet. And if I power it again, there we go. Alright. So now for the all-important green circuit, and then you will be done. Okay, now for the green circuit. So here you want to place a repeater on 2 ticks. Here you want a torch, block, redstone dust like that. And here you want to put blocks like this, and blocks can go on top of that as well. And a block here can also go there, and here you want 2 pistons like this, and a redstone block there. Never mind. The 2 pistons go under there, and a redstone block here, like that. And these will power the triple extender, which is really good, and it's a nice way of powering the middle triple extender, which is pretty hard to get to. And it also powers this one, and there will be a few torches on this side to power the right one over here. So to start off here, you want to grab some droppers and a hopper like this. Now here you want to place a block down like this with a V shape, and a comparator here with just any item in here. And here you want 2 hoppers, so actually break that real quick, sorry for that. Here you want 2 hoppers facing into each other like this, with 1 item in there, and a comparator on top of that hopper. Now here you want a sticky piston with a redstone block, and the item should get stuck in there. So now you want a block here, comparator there, and that will do quite a bit of work actually. That's basically the almost close to the extension of the triple. Now here it's going to get a bit crowded, so try not to get lost here. So here you want these 3 blocks like this, and place 3 redstone dust here, and that powers the bottom row of pistons. And to give those bottom row of pistons a little bit more delay, place a blocks like this, repeater on 2, and repeater on 3. And so that should do, that should power the middle row of pistons, which is these pistons, when they're in the position above that. And so that will do like a double extender thing. It's a little bit complicated, but all you have to know is that it works, and so yeah. Now, over here, we're going to build this double extender, which is a repeater with a slab here, and a slab going up here with a block like this, a block right there, and a repeater on which I believe is 4 ticks on 3 ticks, and it's a block under there. So here you want a repeater on 3 ticks, and block here, redstone dust here, but you want to redirect it to, there's a few ways to redirect it. You can do a tripwire hook here, a button there, a wooden button, a lever. You can also do a trap chest, so like that, but I think the tripwire hook is the best one because that one won't get updated, or a button also works fine, especially if you're in survival. A wooden button is really cheap to make, so you have to just make sure the redstone points like this, so this double extender will work. And now you want to grab a wool block, place a dust there, and go down one. Also place a dust here. Now right here you want a 3-tick repeater. 3 ticks like that. And right here, off of that torch here, a 1-tick repeater. And this 3-tick repeater just gives it a little bit more delay for the blocks that need a little bit more delay. And so that is quite a lot done, but there's still a little bit more to go. So right here we need to repower that torch for the last block retraction, I believe. So place comparator here, and to power that comparator you need a piston with a cauldron on top, like so. Place 1 bucket with water in the cauldron. Here you want a comparator, block, and dropper hopper. Dropper hopper like so. Alrighty, and any item in there, just like that. So under here you want to place a piston like this, and a block there, and then fire some stuff, and pretty normal, and it will most definitely break, so that is okay. Let's make sure all the pistons are there, and there we go. So just reset that. Now we also need a regular piston that goes right here, oops, right there, and that will update that piston when it needs to get updated. So that is that for this side of the green circuit, and that is quite a lot of your triple extenders done. But there's one very, very crucial, important part, and that comes on this side. And so you place a torch here and a block with a torch here. And so that will spit out that block. You can just place that back or replace the torch. Now we're almost done. So here you want a 2-tick repeater, 2 ticks, with a piston, a 1-tick repeater, and you need to get power from this line here, so it's just 3 redstone dust, and you have to cut that off. Otherwise, this line will interact with it. And here you just want to replace these blocks. They got spat upwards. And now the last thing is the very last block, and that one is pretty easy. It will borrow a pulse from this, and it's just 2 4-tick repeaters, and 2 exactly 4-tick repeaters. So let's see if this all works. Hopefully it does, because if it does work, successfully filled. For 3 wide hidden staircase, and it didn't work, and I'm not too sure why. And so I'm gonna figure out why it's not working, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did quite a bit of testing, like 15 minutes maybe, and I did not build it wrong. It's simply just this location. Something is wrong with it, and there's a pulse going through this piston, which did not happen in the one that I built over there, and I have no idea what's wrong. So see, the closing works, and that piston for some reason gives an unwanted pulse. Now I don't even know where this pulse is coming from. It might just update. And I built one in Bucket, and the one that I had in Bucket, I found like a reliable location for it, and everything works in Bukkit. Like in the last video about this, I said it didn't work in Bukkit at all, but that was because I had this part of the triple extender, like I said in the beginning of the video. This part right here was not functional. So actually, like this location is also good for it, but something was wrong. Something is wrong with that piston, and it's not how I built it, or at least I don't think it's how I built it. I like triple checked everything and like every single repeater timing, and I don't see anything wrong, and I know it's something wrong over here with this pulse that goes back into here, which something is updating this piston and giving it a pulse, and I don't know what it is, and I didn't see this in Bukkit where I also built this and I found a reliable location for it. So this is a new one for me. I don't know what's up, and hopefully if you guys built this you don't see this or any other issues. And if it works, well, congratulations, you have built a 3-wide hidden staircase. And if it doesn't work, well, I didn't find any fixes for it, and I really don't know what's wrong, really. It's kind of weird what it does. Here, let me show it opening and closing right now. There we go, so it closes normally, that's fine. But when I flick it again, see right there was an extra pulse, and that's just the piston getting updated at the wrong time. And it might be something like this, but I'm not really sure. Could be one of those things where when you, how do I show this? So you power a top piston and a bottom piston as well, and then you unpower the top one, and this bottom piston updates. Maybe it's one of those. I don't know. Like that. It might be one of those things, but I don't really know what's up. And something tells me it's not this because this didn't happen in Bukkit. Like I didn't see this issue in Bukkit, and that piston thing is very common in Bukkit. So I don't know what's up. And if it works for you, great. And if it doesn't, well, I really don't know at this point, because as far as I know this was built correctly, and so yeah, it's just another locational thing, and the only thing that I can really say is try building it somewhere else and see if it works there, and that's really just it. It's like the least reliable 3-wide, well, it's reliable, it's just the most orientational, well, no, it's not directional, most locational. Yeah, this is just the most locational 3-wide hidden staircase, and so I really don't know what to do now, but that's the whole tutorial. If it works, great. You now have a really amazing 3-wide hidden staircase, but see, that block is doing something funny, and here in the original version, this is the exact same one from the video. See, it works just fine. That block does not get it out, so I really don't know. And that's it. This is probably one of the longest videos I have ever uploaded, so yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.